Don't trust him. Don't trust him. I'm giving you warning. If you see him in the streets, run.
My name is Brenton Jennings. I am from South Africa. Sure, I come from Cape Town in South Africa. It is by the beach and it is one of the capitals of South Africa. There are actually 3 capitals of South Africa: legislative, judicial and administrative capitals. It is the administrative capital of South Africa.
That's the important one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose I miss the weather and the food. Probably pies, meat pies, and biltong, and braais, lamb and chicken, and steaks, decent steaks, good cuts. So my squash partner was a recruiter for Korea, and he told me about all the benefits and the advantages of staying in Korea, so that's why I applied for Korea. He said the money was good and the lifestyle was really great here. Because in South Africa, when I finished university, there wasn't many jobs for white people, and I had to choose between England or Korea, and I chose Korea because England were the same people like me, same language, same culture, but Korea was a totally different culture, so that's why I chose Korea. On and off, I would say 19, just under 19 years. Left for about a year. Yeah. Well, the biggest difference is that Korea is very safe and my country is very dangerous. And my country is also very multicultural, but here it's just one race, one culture here in Korea. I think the most difficult thing after I met my wife was the in-laws, was trying to get them to like me. It was really difficult. It took a little while, like a few months. I think they just got used to me after. Well, actually there was something. It's a longer story. I don't know if you want to hear it, but so I was kind of lucky in that what I didn't know about my wife's family was their youngest daughter was given up for adoption to America. And just a month after I met my wife, back then she was my girlfriend, she came back to Korea for the first time. And there's some agency in Korea that reunites parents with their the kids with their biological parents, and so they met for the first time. And now my wife's younger sister, she can't speak Korean, and her family is all white. Her adopted family. Right. Yeah, so they would come over to Korea many times, and they really liked each other, so they met each other quite a few times. And I think my wife's family got used to seeing white people, and that's why I think they accepted me. So my squash partner, he's a very honest guy, and so everything that he told me about Korea was, all my expectations that I thought about Korea were fulfilled. It feels like there's always eyes on me wherever I go. Like there's always attention on me. That's right. And then you get lots of comments like, wow, you're so tall, or you tall, like that. There's nothing much I can do about it. It's not a talent, born this
Yeah.
way. I'm white, but I'm from South Africa. So when a lot of Koreans hear that I am from South Africa, they're a little bit confused, and initially they think I'm from southern part of America or South America. And then when it finally dawns on them that I'm from South Africa, they're a little confused. I got married to a Korean and I had two beautiful daughters. Yeah, that's the best thing that happened to me. And also I was on TV in Korea. I've been like 7-8 times on TV in Korea. Oh, many programs. Been on KBS, SBS, NBC, Arirang. Human documentary or like a talk show. The question that you asked me before, like I stand out in the crowd, there's always like eyes on me, there's always a lot of attention on me, and I just wish that I could just blend in with Koreans more, that they can maybe just ignore me. Like I'll give you an example. Whenever there's I go to a performance or a concert and the MC stands up, he always picks me because I'm the foreigner. But I just want to sit there and watch. I don't want to be picked on, like answer this question or get up and dance. And then also I hate singing, but Koreans always have to force you to sing. I don't like the forcing part in the Korean culture. Wow, for that question, you should really ask my wife, because she could talk for the next hour about that. How have I changed? I think when I first came to Korea, I was a little naive, innocent, and I think I was a really nice guy when I came to Korea. I was very calm and take it easy, but as I've lived longer in Korea, I think I've started being more self-centered and a little quick-tempered, which I don't blame on Korea. I think it's just how you age. Like as you get older, you become more serious. And when I was in South Africa, my major was accounting, and what I learned after finishing my degree was that I hated accounting and I didn't know what to do with myself. And I came to Korea just for 1 year to teach and then go somewhere else and do something different. But what I learned coming here to Korea was that I really enjoy and have a passion to teach. Yeah, that's what I learned, my future career here. I learned that a lot of people are very ignorant about South Africa, and they think that there's wild animals there and it's not really developed. But I'm also surprised when I go back to South Africa how ignorant they are of Korea. Like they don't know which Korea is bad. Is it north or is it south? And they know, and they think that my wife is Chinese. Anyone who's Asian is Chinese. That's what they think about in South Africa. And then I find like when South Africans here in Korea, the racial tension is not that high here. We kind of all South Africans here and we need to rely on each other. But when you go back to South Africa, then you feel the racial tension there. I have quite a few. Okay, so when my first year in Korea, I was on the bus and a woman got onto the bus and she had thick makeup on, and I was at the back of the bus. And the moment she got on, she started laughing and looking at me. and she laughed really loud. And I thought she has some mental problems, obviously, because I mean, it was very thick makeup on, and she came right up to me, laughing all the way from the front of the bus to right in front of me. And I was sitting down. And then she asked me, "Are you French?" And then I said, "No." And then like 1 minute after she asked me that question, she kissed me on my cheek, and she had a lot of lipstick on, and I just freaked and got off the bus and ran away. But I was lucky because I told my friend about that, and he said, "Oh yes, thick makeup and lots of lipstick, I was standing by the subway station and she came around, just grabbed my package." So I was lucky. I like the Jimjibang. For me, that is the best place because I feel like royalty, like a king. But I really like Jeju. It reminds me of my hometown. It's got the similar vibe, atmosphere. Yes, laid back, and you're by the beach, and the smell of the sea, the weather and the mood. Everybody's relaxed. There's no pali. There's so many things I would miss. I'd probably miss the food, I'd miss the people, and I'd miss the lifestyle here, because I really like it.